Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for December 2023. My name is Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. I hope this message finds you well. And for those of you who are new to my channel, thank you so much for finding your way here. I will let you know that this message or this reading is for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Gemini. So if you have those placements, this reading may be for you. However, because it is a general reading, not everything is going to resonate. So please take what does and leave what doesn't. I would really like it if you would like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. And I am just going to go ahead and dive right in. So I did sit down in meditation for this group. I did get a lot of information for the month of December. I am doing this reading on November the 24th for you. I wanted to get this message out as soon as I possibly could. But just to let you know, we're still waiting for the full moon, which is on the 27th. So that's in a couple of days away, which is going to be in Gemini. It is actually in, it's going to affect our day-to-day communications for that day. And there are some adverse aspects for that energy, but it is going to be doing some activations for us. So what Spirit has told me is this is a really good time for you to cleanse, release, and allow illumination to surface. For the month of December, we are going to be feeling things a little bit lighter because we are now in Sagittarius energy. We are no longer in Scorpio energy. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is a very beneficial planet for us. It is a fire sign. So that means that things are going to be moving a little bit faster than normal because that's the way that fire energy works, right? But there is an aspect of higher learning, teaching, guiding, good luck, opportunities, expansion, travel. There may be some shakeups to our beliefs or our belief systems. There is expanded awareness. It does affect philosophy, spirituality, spiritual concepts and laws, and higher consciousness. So one of the things that Spirit did share with me was that a good thing for us to do this next month when we feel out of balance is to really utilize the aspect of music because we are frequency beings. So you can do chanting, you can do toning, you can listen to like whale or dolphin frequencies, you can do solfeggio music or, you know, whatever kind of music that makes you feel good and up. And that's about it. That's really all they really had to share with me was that just to be aware of these energies that will be hitting us for this month. So how I plan to do your reading today is I am going to do an oracle card at the beginning. I'm going to do your Celtic cross. And then at the end, I'm going to pull some angel messages as your closeout. Okay. So your card for today is what do you need? No, really, life moves fast, and most of us never have a chance to stop and think about what we really need from our relationships and our life, let alone express that to the people in our lives. Take a minute today to think about what it is you need from the people around you. Do they know this? Can you share it with them? So this is a card about honesty, being open, sharing, and speaking your truth, right? And you can do all of those things in a very gentle way that is non-threatening. It's not like, you know. So there you have it. Great card. Okay, so I have shuffled this deck a gazillion times, and I am ready just to lay out your cards. Gemini. Ooh, in the very center is the Hermit card. What's crossing over you is the Nine of Swords. How do I do this? I go up. Okay. Oh, this is the 10 of Swords. Sorry. This is the 10. You also have the 9. We'll talk about that. Then you have the Page of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Temperance card. Okay, so those are all in the very center of your reading. So those are things that you really need to be aware of. So now I'm going to go up the channel here, and I'll explain the meanings of all these cards here in a minute. Okay, Gemini. So Gemini is swords energy. So you are definitely represented here with this 10 and this 9 of swords. I don't have that. Okay. So the very center card, which is representing you and your energy for this month, is the Hermit card. And the Hermit card is a major arcana card, and it's in the very center. So it feels like you may be working with this, have been working with this energy for a little while. And what this energy really is about is really taking steps to step back from your day-to-day life, your day-to-day routine, to look at the bigger picture as to why you're here, what's your path, what direction do you want to go, what things are coming up for you that is shaking your belief systems, that is making you really wonder about everything, really. And that's kind of what this card represents. It talks about taking time for yourself, going within. So since this is in the very center, I feel like many of you are going into that a little bit of isolation, and you're really looking and evaluating things at this time. Now, the thing about this card is that this gentleman is older. Like you can see, he's got a beard, he's white, he's an older guy. Basically, this is his inner wisdom. It's representing his inner wisdom. He has gone up onto a mountain above a city or a town, and he happens to be looking down at that town and city, and he's deciding how he's going to integrate his knowledge and share that knowledge with others, right? Share that knowledge with the larger collective. The other thing that I pick up about this card it really is one of those things where you're really needing time to think about things. And in the month of December, it's really difficult, isn't it? Because we are so busy in December. There's, the holidays coming up and shopping to do and food buying and, travel and all the things that come up during this last month. And then the other thing you're going to be doing is evaluating what you want to take into 2024. What are you ready to release that no longer serves you in 2023? And it looks like you might be thinking about, different things that you might want to, how people always make resolutions at the beginning of the year. So my suggestion to you is don't wait to the beginning of the year to make your resolutions. If you're going to make resolutions, do it today. Start today. Why wait until the first, right? To make this commitment, whatever it may be, because that's really, truly, it's kind of go, what do you need, right? What do you need? So interesting that card showed up, and this is your very center card. So what's crossing over you? So this is either kind of helping or hindering you. And it is the 10 of Swords. This is your energy. This does represent Gemini. But this is an ending of some kind, an ending of a way of thought, an ending of a way of communication, an ending of a situation. Now, I look at this card and I always think there's all these reasons why you don't need to, dead, done, and over. You don't need 10 swords to kill this guy. I mean, he's definitely dead. So basically what that says is that your chapter has ended and you no longer have to work on whatever that chapter represents for you. But it's right in the very center, so it could be helping you because now you're ready to start anew, okay? And we will talk about that in just a second with this other card that is going to tell you where your new beginnings are. So this card has to do what's going on with you. And I do see that there is some anxiety. Now, it is not surprising at all that you're feeling anxiety. I feel anxiety too. And it's because we as spiritual beings are very intuitive. Our psychic abilities, while we may not acknowledge them and while we may not always consciously think we are working with them, those abilities are always on for us. And this card has come up a lot in almost every reading. This card comes up. And what this is indicated of is that you're having sleepless nights. There are things that are bothering you that are on your mind, right? Which may be why you're going into this hermit mode, right? Because there are things that are bothering you that you're trying to figure out, like, how do I navigate? How do I get from A to B? Where do I focus? Where do I put my attention? And it all comes back again to what? What do you need? What do you need, Gemini? You're the only one that can decide that. I can read the cards all day long, and each of you are going to have a different need. And this right here is saying whatever it is giving you this anxiety, right? This feeling of the unknown, feeling unsteady. So we'll see how this progresses as your reading moves forward. The other thing about that card, which I consistently always say, is the only way that you can really change this outcome is by changing the way that you think. It is a flip in your perspective. It's a flip in your thoughts, right? The only way, and it's not always easy, right? But if you make the decision that, I just read this thing yesterday, as a matter of fact, where they were saying that 80% of people are constantly running negative thoughts to their mind all the time. It's on like automatic pilot. And for us to recognize and realize that those autopilot messages are playing in our mind, we have to be very vigilant and cognizant when those messages come up to actually change the thought from whatever the negative thing is to a positive affirmation. If you can, in that second, as you're thinking the negative thought, go, hey, I don't want to think about that. Let's turn it around. Like, how can I turn this around? So that's kind of what this card represents to me, is flipping your thoughts, flipping your conversation, flipping the record in your head. And then this is what is supporting you is the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles, as I was saying, this is dead, done, and over. Page of Pentacles is a card of new opportunities coming in. Pages are about a new path, a new direction. Pentacles has to do with your physical security, your wealth, your career, your health, your personal possessions, and your home. So it feels as though some of you may be looking for a new job opportunity or a new way to make additional money. Some type of a message you're waiting on in order to come in, because pages represent either younger people, right? Apprentice type of a person, younger as in doesn't have a lot of life experience yet. But this also represents messages. Okay, and this is supportive because it's going to take you forward. And what I see coming in for you is there is this victory card here. This victory card says that you've had some accomplishments and some things that you're very proud of. This is also a card of victory. Actually, that's what the 6 is about. It's about persevering. It's about a victory. It's about stepping into your personal power. It's about stepping into your passion. And then the other thing about this card is there is this awareness, because I hesitated for a second. It's because Spirit told me that just because there's been a successful outcome to something, there is an individual on this card. Actually, it shows up better in the Rider-Waite, that there's somebody here that represents being jealous, that isn't really championing this guy's successes. And as you know, there are plenty of people out there that will be jealous, especially if you are doing some really fantastic, job at work, and maybe you've created something and you're getting all these accolades, right? You're getting all these accolades because, you've created some new process or something that has come in. And other people just look at it as like, yeah, I could have done that. But the thing is they didn't, right? And you did. So don't allow others to take you down just because of their situation or their energy, right? It's kind of like one of those things. There's this book called The 4 Agreements. And I can't remember what all the steps were, but that's what's bringing it up. And I don't have that book here. Otherwise, I would read to you what those are. But look that up, The 4 Agreements. You can just find on Google, just do 4 agreements and the 4 things will pop up. And that'll be your homework. Because it will help you, honestly. Okay, so that's the energy of that. Now, what's coming in immediately is the Temperance card. This is the angel, right? This is the angel that has 1 foot in this reality and 1 foot in the spiritual reality. This angel has the ability to be very alchemical, meaning she's pouring water into another cup. And it's kind of that whole process of switching those energies, blending energies. This card is a card of patience. So with whatever that you're working on, this is asking you to be patient. It's asking you to find your balance, right? When you feel as you're out of balance, do something to self-correct. And one of the suggestions, right, that Spirit had given us was maybe play music. Now, there's a bunch of different types of music. If you're into heavy metal and that makes you happy, that's great. For me, I would rather poke my eye out than listen to heavy metal. But that's just me. I like listening to energy. I like to listen to music that actually lifts me up. And so that's kind of the guidance there. But if heavy metal is your thing, man, go for it. I don't know. Temperance, is there anything else? The only other thing that Temperance really does talk about is to make sure that no matter which direction that you go, because this is immediate energy, this is going to be coming in very quickly for you, is to just make sure that you're grounded, make sure that you go within yourself, make sure that you really look at things thoroughly before you decide to jump on something, okay? And then the next column has to do with your long-term energy, which is the Page of Wands. Again, another fiery opportunity coming for you. This is something that is going to stimulate your passion, your intuition, your motivation, your creativity, right? This card is a fire card, and we're in a fire month, right? So I feel as though this person may be coming in as a younger person to you. You may be mentoring this person. You may be working with this person. This person could be related to you in some way. But this is also an energy of a new direction. And so you've gotten this new direction twice. One of them is with passion and fire. The other is very grounded and monetary. So it looks really good for you coming into the month of December, Gemini. Your next card, which has to do with your external influences, is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is your wish card. So whatever it is that you've been working towards, that you've really been trying to manifest, or you want to bring into reality, doing this alchemical process, right, is going to be answered. This Nine of Cups is a cup of happiness and joy and all good things, right? I think of this as my Thanksgiving card, because this guy's kind of a heavy guy. He's had some good meals. And he's very grateful for all of the beautiful things in his life. And so there is that. And then future feelings about things. There's going to be some things that are going to come up for you in this month of December that you're just going to have to walk away from. Now, this card usually represents some kind of disappointments, and it would be emotional. So it could very well be that there's going to be a separation between you and someone else that you really cared about, that you can't see eye to eye anymore. It could very well be that this has to do with maybe toxicity in your relationships, or something that is happening to you that is making you realize, you know, life is too short and I really want to enjoy life, and I just don't want to put up with this anymore. So once again, we come back to that. What do you need, Gemini, right? What do you need to find your happiness, or be it within your happiness? But this card right here is walking away from a situation, walking away from a relationship. And it's walking away because you are doing this to preserve yourself. It isn't to for anybody else's benefit but your own. And I don't feel that this is selfish on any level, because we really do need to take care of ourselves. If other people are going to, you know, not respect our boundaries, not respect the way that we think about things, whatever, I'm not saying that they have to agree with everything you say, but at least have the conversation without it getting out of control and it being manipulative. Okay, so that's what this card is representing. Now, the interesting thing is your final outcome card is this five of swords. Five of swords is winning at all costs. This guy, as you can see, was in battle with these two guys, right? They lay down their swords. They're like sulking away because they've lost the battle. And what's he doing? He's picking up their swords so he doesn't have to fight them again, right? But he's quite victorious, but it comes at a cost. So what I'm going to do right now is I want to pull another card to see, oh, and whatever it is, it's fast moving. So it's not going to, this energy is not going to be there for very long. But I want one more card, please. Nine of Wands. So whatever it is, you're feeling like the wounded warrior. And it's going to be different for all of you. However, I will say it is fast moving energy. This is the energy of persevering, just keep going. And then this Five of Wands is winning at all costs. So and again, this is going to be something that's going to be different for all of you, right? And you know, it could very well be that this is your energy, that you're feeling like you want to win at all costs, or it could be someone else that feels as though they've always got to be the winner, right? And that could very well be the thing that you're completely walking away from. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to pull you a couple of cards from, well, first of all, I have a new deck. These are angel cards. I have shuffled them, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Gabriel, which is a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, and important communication coming in. We have the Star, which says a dream comes true, believe in yourself, and the end of a difficult situation. Now that right there would definitely, right, coincide with these two cards, this walking away and this winning at all costs. And this is saying the end of a difficult situation. And then one more for Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation. The need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. Okay, this is Archangel Michael. The Star card is number 17, which is Archangel Raphael. And then Eight of Gabriel, of course, is Angel Gabriel. And this is a great deal of activity. So it seems as though you're going to have a lot of stuff happening this month. But it looks really good. So I hope you found this reading helpful. Again, like, subscribe if you're new. And I'll be with you again soon. Until then, enjoy your month and take very good care of you. Cheers.